Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back with another video. And for today's video, I wanted to do another talking video. And the topic for this video is hard work. I've been watching a lot of videos, just like podcast or short 30-minute just segments just about life goals, success, where people want to end up, and just all the different spaces that would be involved in just talking about goals and aspirations. And I've been seeing a common theme with these people. Before I say what I think, I'm going to say you should always be striving to do what you want to do in life. You shouldn't settle for mediocrity or settle for something you don't like to do. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, no matter what you do, there's going to be an element of a time where it's just going to flat out suck. There's going to be hard work involved, even if it's the thing you absolutely love doing. Whenever you're trying to make money or monetize something or just do whatever you want to do that's going to be your career or make a living for yourself, it's not going to be all, sitting back, relaxing, just letting it do its thing. There's going to be times where it just flat out sucks, and there's going to be no way around it. And I don't think you should really look at that as a bad thing. I think, though, that you should look at that as a time where it sucks, but you should also know in the back of your mind that this is just part of it. This is just part of getting to where you want to be. And I see that a lot when people talk about people that aren't successful, that talk about success. It's always like, oh, I'm so unmotivated right now because what I do with my life, it's just so depressing. I hate not doing my passion. It's like, and they're talking about how they don't want to work, quote unquote, the 9-to-5 job. It's like, even if you're not working a 9-to-5 job, if you want to do your passion and make the money you're talking about making, where you can be financially free, it's not like you don't have to work. I think that's where these people get confused. It's like, you go work a 9-to-5 job and you make your money, whatever, you're working. They think that if you're not working a 9-to-5 job, you're just sitting there letting your business work for you, which you can get to the point where it does that, but that's after years and years and years of hard work. It's not like overnight you can just, snap your fingers and it's just you're sitting there having something that just makes money for you. I mean, yeah, there's the rare circumstances where that happens, where people are overnight successes in the literal terms, like, a week or two and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like, but I mean, most successful people worked their tails off. And you see these guys on here moping and crying about they have no, their passion is for, gaming. Like, what does that even mean? It's your passion. Like, I look at gaming as like a hobby, and maybe I can monetize it off this YouTube channel one day. I'm not saying I can't, but like, I hate also saying you gotta face reality, but I mean, it's reality. I mean, we gotta quit complaining and start actually doing something. You can't wait around. Yeah, I think another thing that's perfect that kind of goes with it's like, you cannot wait for the perfect situation to start. Like, you got to be working at something. Like, the 9-to-5 job, I hate when people talk about the 9-to-5 job and complain about it, that they don't want to work a 9-to-5 job. The 9-to-5 job, there's so many great careers and avenues you can go down that a 9-to-5 job you could become rich, and you can make a lot of money doing that. And I think, like, a lot of people, when they talk about they don't want to work the 9-to-5 job, they think that, not like I said before, they think not working the 9-to-5 job means you just don't work at all, but you get all the benefits of being rich and having all this stuff. That's just not the case. Some people that work 9-to-5 jobs make just as much money as the people that own their own business. I mean, it's just the reality of it. Like, on paper, the people that own the businesses, like, in the scheme of being like extremely rich, make the money, but for like the normal person, like, there's a lot of benefits to having a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, that's just my thoughts right now. I'm just yeah, I kind of wanted to make this video because no matter what you do, there's no way around the hard work. And I think that's kind of going back to the beginning of the video. The premise of what I was talking about in the beginning, it's like whatever you do, you're gonna have to put in the work. There's no even if it's your passion, you got to put in the work. There's no getting around it. There's no shortcuts. There's no um, if you're going to be successful at a 9 to 5 job or be successful at your passion, the same amount of work is going to be required. I mean, it's just the reality. It's just the simple conclusion, the simple realization you need to make. Um, the same work's going to be required, and it's nothing to get upset about or get sad about. It's just at least be happy that you can get to that point. And a lot of people just don't even start. Even if you have to work a 9 to 5 job, whatever that means, there's a room to make a good career and make a lot of money, even if it's not your passion. It's just what it is. And I think a lot of young men and even women alike, I mean, they just get they think if they're not doing what they love full time, then they live a miserable life. I think you need to get out of that mindset because you're just going to drive yourself into the grave. I think the pursuit of a passion, you should always do that, but you got to be, I'm going to say it, you got to be realistic. I mean, don't allow yourself to not, if you're not, I think a lot of people get stuck in the trap that are in the space of wanting to better their lives, is like, they get stuck in the mindset, it's like, if I'm not doing what I love to do, I'm not going to do nothing at all. I think that is what a lot of people, younger people, are in their minds right now. It's like they're above putting in the grunt work, putting in the groundwork, even if they're not doing what they love, just making money and furthering their life financially. I think a lot of people think they're above that, and it's sad. It's like people have worked. That's the whole of our species is work. You think back 100, 200 years ago, people were doing what they loved? No. Maybe less than 1% of people probably were doing stuff that they loved. I mean, people work. That's why I think a lot of people are even depressed. They think I think people that actually work a job they don't like are less depressed than the people that just don't do anything, because it's like, at least they're contributing to something. I mean, I think you can get pride in that, and that you're helping society. Even if you're working for someone else and making them rich, it's like, at least you're doing something. A lot of people just don't do anything, and then they wonder why they're all sad. It's like, oh, I'm not going to do anything because it's not my passion. It's like, really? This video kind of turned into a rant. There's just been a couple podcasts and stuff where they have people get on talk and they complain and that they, can't find the passion for life, and they can't find what they're passionate about, or, they're not going to work a 9 to 5 job. It's like, buddy, you're not doing anything right now. It's like, you need to at least do something. I don't know. Those are my thoughts for the day. Got a little bit worked up, but hey, it's just what it is. Yeah, that's coming from something like, I'm not even like trying to make, like, it'd be cool. I'm not gonna say it wouldn't be cool to make money off YouTube or that, because I like it. I enjoy it. But yeah, just my thoughts. Raw, unedited video, no script. Kind of went I had a concise point for this video, but it kind of went a little bit south. But yeah, if you like this kind of content or have any questions for me, feel free to reach out, leave a comment, and we'll be seeing y'all in the next one. Have a good one.